A live look at the Flats in Atlanta, Georgia, Bobby Dodd Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you think about the history of college football, you have got to think about Bobby Dodd Stadium. It is the oldest stadium in FBS history, built in 1913. On the campus of Georgia Tech, this place has seen a lot of great college football through the years. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And the Yellow Jackets ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Running inside, it's Cobb. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab. It's Nimrod. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Snagged out of the air. Across the 45. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Cobb. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Cobb. Could be an alley. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like you mentioned, the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
Looking for a crease. It's Powell. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. That's caught. It's Harris. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Just going to keep it after the snap. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice gain by the offense.
To the air on 1st down. He slings it deep to the left. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Stepping to the right. He'll pull it down. On target over the middle. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Wants to keep it in the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on 3rd down.
They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Here's the give off the left side. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Brown wants to pass. Looking left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Powell. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football.
Snags it, and there's running room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Going to take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
And he's got that bayou speed, like I run by you. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
And he's going to bring this one out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Brown will throw it. Back open in the middle. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback will keep it. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Works his way out to the 36-yard line before being pushed out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with.
Here's a little room there. Inside the touchdown, Tigers rolled his way into the end zone.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He wants to change this route. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Mendoza. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's not on the quarterback. I know it's not easy completing some of these out routes, especially at the college level, but that's a play the receiver's got to make.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to get rid of it.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. And you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. He's got him this time. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. He'll take it himself. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone.
The speed of these quarterbacks have just gotten insane. Week in and week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really you have to be able to do both. There's a crease. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Auburn. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Snap it to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Mendoza. Lets it fly. Goes high to pull it in. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside. He'll take a deep shot here. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And, man, 3 plays into this drive, and it's apparent what this offense wants to do. They're going to take shots down the field. They're going to be aggressive.
The offense changing the play. To the air on 2nd down. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Quarterback keeps it. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. He'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Auburn. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it in style with a 57-yard toss for 6. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Powell. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down, and the clock continues to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Finds his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Direct snap. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, Week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the number 9 team, the Virginia Tech Hokies. And it's the Hokies in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now, dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Right back to the well. Knocked off his feet.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. To throw, it's Mendoza. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Brown will throw it. The quick out. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. Makes it past the marker. There's some room. All the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. To the air, it's Mendoza. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. He makes the grab. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the 1st down.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Back to throw, it's Grimes. Makes the grab in their space. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. So it's now 1st and 20 after that holding call. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Right on the money. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Flips it out in the flat. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
It'll be 3rd and long. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And, man, those sting, man. 3rd down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially 3rd down.
And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. Brown wants to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Pulls it in. It's Cobb. Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. and they'll have to be very judicious as they only have one timeout remaining. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to throw, it's Grimes. Buys a little time with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Out of the shotgun on third down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up because they're blowing this team out. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to power their way ahead. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
The option, he'll keep it. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Ready. Wide 80. Mustang.
Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field, and they just didn't have it there.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. He's going to run it. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Kane. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. He has been unstoppable, the ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
Yeah, and that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Powell. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Finding an escape route. There he goes. Past the 50. The 40. Past the 20. The 10. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Moves away as he feels pressure, trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 1st down for this offense. Brown wants to pass. Unloads it left. The sure hands. It's Nimrod. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They'll go to the counter. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Moving out to the right. Lets it fly. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback.
Ready. Move.
Gives it on the option. Finding some room. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Powell. They forced ahead just a bit, not a lot working with the wildcat there.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Back to throw, it's Grimes. Pulls it in, it's Hosley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Wants to throw on first down. It's caught. Oh, spin move. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
After this, it'll be a wrap.
Red 18.
Second down, he'll throw it. He'll take the deep shot. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Got some room to run. And he is brought down after the interception, and the clock strikes 0 here in the fourth quarter.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the